What up, folks? On the highway again. So, bit of a history lesson. It's just for people. This is not a black person, white person history, but it's just for people because black people don't know this either. Generally, this goes for white America. White people made black people in America. Now, people might be like, how you figure? So, the African American of today is descended from basically slaves. Everything black people learned how to do, we learned from white people. We learned how to read from y'all. Learned how to ride a horse from y'all back in the day. All that stuff, because we were the workforce when we first got to this country and back in slavery. So, then you get free. Those same people that went through Jim Crow laws and all that stuff were my generation's parents. So the African American of today was created by America. How do you think we learn how to riot? That's not inherently genetic. It's not in our DNA. We learned that from watching y'all. How you lynch a person, how you hang a person, we learned that from y'all. You got a problem that's too big, burn it down. Why? Because that's what y'all did. So now that we use the same tactics that have been used against us forever and other minorities, the Native Americans, look what we did to them. Pretty much eradicated them. So, because I see a lot of posts that was like, it's not about race. And you're right, police brutality is not about race. That's just about bad, brutal cops. But when black people make it about race, it's because we have videos like the George Floyd challenge, where you have white people laying on the ground and you have somebody else, faking like they're kneeling on his neck with a smile. The dude in TikTok video said, this is how you make Kool-Aid. And then he showed a picture of a black person hanging. Black people don't do that to white people. We just don't. As a culture, we don't hate white people that much to make it a joke to hang y'all. Y'all remember when Obama ran in office? Love him or hate him. But you remember when Obama ran, and there was quite a few people that were mad that Obama was even running, and they had a doll, they had a black doll, they strung it up by a noose and set it on fire. So as African American, when you see this from the public, just general public, the high school student and the girl that she lost her scholarship for all the racist comments her and her boyfriend made, and now she's mad and she blames black people. She literally said, I blame black people. I would hate black people for the rest of my life because they ruined my future. Because her and her boyfriend did some racist stuff and got caught at school and she didn't graduate. That has nothing to do with black people. Nothing. So when you say it's not about race, no, police brutality is not about race. But there is rampant racism just running rampant in our country, and it's not the majority, but it is the most popular. Because non-racists don't really say a lot. Not saying we don't exist, we ain't out there, but they're not vocal. They don't really, just now starting to stand up after, George Floyd and everything like that. So that's not something that's commonly done. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, black people, we don't have dolls of white people and we just hang them up and set them on fire haha, look at that. We just don't find that type of stuff funny. But for some reason, a lot of white people like to make jokes about that. That's why when say black people pull the race card, because we actually have to determine, is it racial or not? Generally, as white people, you don't have to determine that. Plenty of black people have made jokes. I know tons of white people that don't make a joke, and I actually had to think about it ooh, was that supposed to be funny, or are you trying to be disrespectful in a funny way? White people really don't have to do that when it comes to black people. You know what I mean? You never seen a bunch of black people running around paint themselves white, and then just like jump off building, like we're faking a suicide. Like, we just don't do that type of stuff. So that's why black people generally expect race first and then sort it out later. Because 9 times out of 10, I mean, if it look like a duck, talk like a duck, walk like a duck, smell like a duck, it's probably a duck. It might be a goose, but there's not that big of a difference. Straight up. So with that being said, just think about that.